There we go. Got a nice warm fire going. Just started. Michael's live stream just ended moments ago, and I just started this shortly before that. Got the puppy dogs out. Mrs. T-Bird taken care of. Oh, you know. Woo. Joe, how you doing? You beat Rocka in here. Oh my. How you doing? Good to see you. Having a little fire again tonight, I guess. Got to work tomorrow and just getting some wood together and getting on. Got two. Think Rock is next. Yes, she is. Chew beat you. Jeff Rubin. Bird. Bird's Fireside Chat. There you go. Yeah. Bird's Fireside Chat. How's it going tonight, Jeff and Raka and Chew? I got some cord here, some stuff. Once I get some coals going, get it going, I'm thinking I got the right kind of stuff that I usually use that makes the green, blue, and red flames. It's gonna take a little bit though. Just got situated out here, and it was a little difficult to get the fire going because everything's damp. It must have rained a little earlier today. I got nothing but clear skies right now. Nothing but clear skies and stars. It's awfully dark out here. What do you think of the short there with the I had downloaded a program a while back and I hadn't really used it. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, and I was at work and I did a video on the Coinstar, not tonight but last night, and I had it and I put it in the editor and I edited it a little bit. LBS, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Look, we got fire. Yeah, I did a little short there, fanning the flames last night, just for humor and laughs. Yeah, it was. It was kind of cool. I've been dabbling a little bit with the AI, which is part of YouTube. Just too bad they only give you 7 seconds of to do that. Wish it was longer. I've got another AI program that I had been looking at, and I had downloaded or gotten. It cost. I have to register it and pay for it, I guess, in order to really use it. I missed out on the trial. Uh, B Taylor, yeah, is he in here? I see it dropping his link. All right. Oh, I missed Rocca's message. Yeah, there's B Taylor. Awesome. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna get this fire going here a little bit. I'm gonna put some copper wire on there, some lesser copper wire. Give me just a moment here because I'm gonna go off over the side. I got a headlight. You can probably see the light getting a little brighter here. I got a headlight. I'm just gonna go grab a few pieces of limbs so I can cut up while I'm talking with you. Give me just a moment. It's only about 20 feet away from me. All right. I'm back. I can't see the chat right now, but oh, I'll kind of bring it in here so you can kind of see the branch. There's the branch. I'm gonna get it out of there in a second. It's leaning in there a little bit, but I had a birch tree, which a few of you already know, that suffered some damage over the wintertime. And I've been slowly breaking it up, feeding it to the fire, starting the fires with it, burning it up, trying to get rid of it. You can see some of the birch wood that's in there. That's from that tree. No, Jeff, this is all regards to the last live stream I was in with Michael Stockings. No anchovies, please, on my pizza. Yeah, the pizza was gone by the time I got home. I know it's only a 20 to 25-minute drive, but it's not a. It's actually a little smaller than a medium-sized pizza. And trust me, this bird can eat. I can eat, but it's not a full-size personal, or it's not a full-size medium pizza. It's a personal size pizza. But the pizza place that I go to, they make a big size personal pizza. This ain't like a 6-inch round. This is more like about a 12 to 15-inch round. Good size. But I eat that up pretty good. And I sometimes eat a little bit of the crust, but not always. Like I said, I'm not looking at the chat. Just trying to conversate with Jeff and questions he asked that I couldn't quite answer because I was driving. I'm just trying to break some of this up. Off to the side here. I'm going to peek at the chat, see what you're all talking about. Michael Stackin, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, 1 out of 20, Michael, because I wasn't looking. I was in the front of the fire. I'm in front of the camera. Let me scroll back a little bit, because I know I must have missed some stuff. Hi, Raz Bubbo. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. This is where Michael Stackin after the party is, eh? Yes, it is. Hey, Ed Marsh, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I skipped over and I brought out some more branches and stuff. I wanted to break up and get this fire going. I got some copper wire I'm going to put in there and try to make some red, blue, and green flames. I tried it with that pure copper that I got, but it wasn't very successful with it. Yeah, having fun. Fire. You got that right, B. Taylor. A bird can't eat its body weight. Body weight. I'm only 175 pounds. I kind of stay about that area. No matter what I eat, I stay about $1.75. And I fluctuate maybe 2 pounds here and there, but that's about it. But I got a fairly high body metabolism. I always have. The most I ever weighed before, like I was saying in the past, before my accident, that I had when I was 18 was about 210, 215, 28 waist. I looked like the little mini Lou Frigno, little Incredible Hulk. I used to work out with gymnastics in school and lift weights. And that's until I broke my neck and my back, an accident I talked about. I'm hoping you guys can hear me all right. Give me a little feedback on when I'm off to the side. 5x5 in the sound. Coming back to the camera here. And Michael always has a good stream. I like going to Michael Stackin's page, even if he's here, his stream and his channel. I'm not trying to butter him up or anything. If I did, Michael, I would have to use the Irish butter, like Ellie says. She's right. Ellie, I know she's not here, but you got to have the Irish butter. There's nothing any better than it, right? You're welcome. You're welcome, Michael. So now you're gonna still give me 1 out of 20 because I was feeding the fire and I couldn't see my phone. Who we got here? Dennis Osborne. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, Dennis. Thank you for stopping in. 5x5, awesome. Cool. Nice fire. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do this quite often. I don't usually do it for YouTube. I think last year around this time, let me see, we're towards the latter part of July, or June, rather, excuse me. I think that's about when I started my YouTube channel. I've already got an achievement as of today. It's 3,000 watch hours, but that's not. That's a total of a combined total, but nothing that give you. Oh, that dang thing won't break. Now that sticks a little tougher than me. Oh, there we go. Broke that. Just throw it on there. I didn't reach the 3,000 to get the baby monumentation. Blech. to be monetized yet. That's what am I at? Let me think here. I think I'm at, as of the 15th of June, because it's a few days behind. I think I'm at 2,262 public watch hours. So basically 250. And there was 3. So I need like about 750 more public watch hours before I actually get that monetized, to be monetized. The first one. The next one would be 4,000. I might have Bigfoot, Littlefoot. Yeah, Littlefoot. There he is, brother. There's my brother. Yeah, brother. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Because I had to scroll back just a little bit. But you sent him some channel swag, LBS, Littlefoot. I'll have to get up with him. I'll have to swap some channel swag with Littlefoot as well. Can't stay up in the water. Oh yeah. Jeff just sent you some swag. Yeah, I think I might have saw that. Yeah, Jeff's been getting out some swag. He has. I seen Michael Sacken also had some swag from Jeff as well. I'd got some earlier in the week, and I did the live opening. Not last night, but the night before. I was extremely tired. I was about ready to fall right on my face when I did that. I was over exhausted. A little bit of silver jewelry, a few coins, and 120. Big week. Awesome. Cool beans. Woo! I might have missed that earlier, but I think I'd Ellie checked out my short that I made on the Coinstar. Did a little extra flair with it. Hey, Sean Stafford, how's it going? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. It was such an awesome video. T-Bird Friday here. Not heck, I'll keep saying T-Bird, but yeah, it is. Not to me, but Trans Am Friday. That was an awful nice short. I like those shorts. You do it. Wait a minute. I apologize. That wasn't you, Sean. That was Retoyer. Yes, I did that. He had that. I went to some of your shorts. I think it was earlier today, but it was Retoyer that did that. I know you know who we're talking about. I'm gonna maybe a little bit early yet, but I'm gonna toss some of this Christmas wire on here because that's what I seem to usually get where I get the different colors. I should have probably taken it, poked it down in the middle. Yeah, I should have. I'm a firebug. Get it in there. We'll see what that does. Tried putting in some of my regular copper wire I melt with. It wouldn't even melt in here and make any colors. We're gonna see what that does. I'm gonna sit back now here, settle in a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check now. I'm gonna have to go back and check because I know I seen his. And at first, when I clicked it, I thought it was yours, but it wasn't because usually I always do the T-Bird Fridays, Firebird Fridays, I should say. They're always pretty awesome. You guys both have awesome content with the cars, the Hot Wheels, and all that stuff. You guys both do pretty good jobs. Not pretty good, great jobs, excellent jobs with it. And I tell you what, some of your videos sometimes, Sean, are like it's just off the wall funny. I can't say here. But they're off the wall funny sometimes. They're pretty awesome. Tell you what, I was up pretty late last night. So wasn't Raka. She knows. Mrs. Teeber didn't get done work till like 3:30. I did a live. I think it was close to, I forget, 1:30 ish. I got done, maybe quarter or two, and went back in there and tended to a few things. And she was still working. And time went on. I came back out and sat by the fire and watched it kindle down. Next thing you know, I said, I wonder who's. It was after 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, I wonder who's out here 3 o'clock in the morning. Popped it on. Lo and behold, Raka Moss was still there. All from 2000, 2010. Nice, nice. Yeah, Jeff had sent me some awesome cars. One for Mrs. T-Bird, one for me. T-Bird Stalkers. Yeah, one's more of a race car, one's a regular cast, like a street car. It was really awesome. You got Dennis Osborne as well. He's got some Hot Wheel cars that he's said he was going to send me. He's got my address and he's going to send them out to me. I think one or two. I'm not 100% sure. He was in the stream a little while ago. Rock County Huntress, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. My Michigan sister. Woo! Love what you're doing with your backyard. Rock County. You're doing an awesome job. Finally caught you live. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's not really a bonfire, but I can make it a bonfire if you want me to. I said I got a bunch of dead limbs and leaves. It's like about 5 or 6 feet high, probably like about 10 feet wide by about 12 feet long. That'll be a bonfire. And when I light that up, oh yeah, I'll do a live on it, but I'll have to probably be about 150 feet back. It would be a good. There it is. Here it comes, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, I don't think you guys can quite see it. I can start to see it. I don't like to use my phone, but I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. We got the greens coming out. There it is. I got some. Can you see it? Ooh. There's where the phoenix is born. Watch. The phoenix is rising from the ashes. He's coming out. Yeah, he is. Woo! All right. I think you guys can see that. Who can see the green? Awesome. I'm zoomed in a bit because you couldn't see it quite before, but boy, it makes. Let me see if I can't get you a different angle on this. Oh no. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. Zoom in a little closer. I know a few of you probably have seen this before, maybe some of you haven't. Now, certain types of copper I have that's pure 999 won't do this, and it won't even melt. But if you got some type of old Christmas lighting or something wire, that's where I usually get it from. I kind of stumbled across that before. It's more vibrant here than what I can see on my phone. It's a lot more vibrant. I don't know why it's not picking it up. That's good. You can see the green. You get greens, you get blues. Sometimes you get some reds. You missed your old place with the burn barrel. Yeah, originally this same exact spot. You mentioned a burn barrel. Like I was saying in one of my lives that I did out here, I had originally I started this fire pit off with 3 cinder blocks, and then it worked out to be a burning barrel made out of stainless steel. Which I cut a hole in the front and used it for a chimney on the top. And then I went back to the cinder blocks, and the cinder blocks, of course, I made big, fairly good sized fires, and the cinder blocks are really close to it. And I end up, the cinder blocks are too close to the heat. And if you get cinder blocks too hot, or even for that matter, um, stones that you could buy, you might buy at Lowe's or whatever, which I've got a lot here, like for decoration for the toppers and everything in the bottoms and around the outside edge. If they get too hot, they'll crack and break. But this is a huge fire pit, 10 feet wide by 12 feet long. and it's about a little over 3 feet high. I have the fires. It's far enough where it doesn't harm the cinder block, which I made out of walls. But the actual heat from well, everything gets nice and warm, and for hours afterwards, it still radiates the heat from the fire. Blown you've accidentally blown a few too many burning barrels up. Woo! 105 in Vegas. Wow. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting up to like around 98 degrees Monday and Tuesday. Liberty Bleeds and Sean. It's supposed to get pretty hot and pretty muggy here Monday and Tuesday in upstate New York. Um, on an average, temperature is usually anywhere from, in the summer months, 80, 85 to 90, 95. And usually won't get too much hotter than that. We will get an occasional 100-degree weather, but not too often. I don't even remember what the hottest it ever has been here. I'm going to say like 102. I don't think I've ever remembered much more than 102 degrees, but I think we're all going to see some very high temperatures this summer. I hope I didn't miss anything. It was hot there today at 86. Yeah, Littlefoot. Yeah, up where I'm at, we had 87 degrees when I left to go to work. This was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was 87 degrees in the car going down the road at 75 miles an hour. Hmm. Oh, can't have that. Wood fell out. Oh, hit my headlight. Yeah, Don't do this at home, kids. This is dangerous. I'm a professional firebug. Fire pyro. I'm going to see about maybe getting some more of that wire up in there. Make some more colors. I had some cut up here. Where did it all go? Let's cut some more. Give me a moment. Coming back to the chat. Mentally corrupted stopped in. Woo! My J Dog. What's going up, brother? Awesome. That's real awesome, Littlefoot. That's cool. Me and almost all the dogs that we got, the dogs that we do have, we have all been rescues. Me and Mrs. T-Bird had rescued them. Hey, 3D Woodworks, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, 3D. Yeah, just having a little fire here. Put a little old Christmas lighting wire in the fire to get some nice greens and some nice blues. Trying to look for my cutting wire so I can cut up a few more pieces and put a few more pieces in there. Oh, here we go. I already had one. I thought I had one cut up. Cartier Silver, what's going on, brother? I got me some of the unclean, dirty copper wire. I've got some greens coming out, but I'm gonna try to get some more in there so you guys can see it a lot better here. Give me a moment. Oh, I'm getting some blues. I'm getting me some blues. Oh, I think you guys can see that. I'll come back out here and I'll zoom back in again. Like I said, it's not as prominent on the phone. I'm going to zoom in here. It'll get going brighter here in a few minutes. Need to get some air to the front part of that. Let the air get in there, let it get hotter. Air. knock this out so some of the flames come out the front here. Underneath there. Get up there. I think you all can see that. A little bit. I gotta scroll back just a little bit to see what I missed. Oh, that was a joke, you think? Maybe. Yeah, I'm going back and forth feeding the fire. And of course, on my phone, I can only see a little bit of the chat at a time. I don't have my laptop out here. Laptop would be a little bit better. Just winding down for the day. Yeah, J Dog. If I still got to contact Tiato and get that part and tell them. I guess you didn't call them either. You just use their form or whatever, send it to them, so I can get my second Tiato fixed. There we go. There's some green. Scrolling down through, but the old Tiato is working awesome. Still working awesome. Just the new one, I can't. Oh man, same thing. Same thing happened to me. I still gotta get on that page and do that. I've just been way too busy doing all sorts of things. Look at the pretty greens coming out of there. Some pretty blues. You don't see the blues in my phone like I see it though. I'm trying to think of what I did before to get the reds. I had some reds. It wasn't orange like the fire normally is, but it was actually red. Might have been something else I put in the fire. I don't know. That is kind of cool. I'm going to zoom you guys back out, back to normal. Unless you think that's better, keeping it like this. I mean, yeah, I feel fortunate because I live in the country and I don't have any type of anything to do with any burn effects or anything. I can do anything I want on my property for the exception of a certain time frame around springtime. There's a no burn effect to a certain time, but I don't have to have any permits to burn. I don't nothing. I can do whatever I want on my property. Thank you, Cartier. That's one benefits of living out in the country and owning your own land. You know, you can have a nice fire and controlled fire. And this is controlled. It ain't going anywhere. I need to throw some more wood on. I just got a lot of big pieces of wood though, but I mean, I like to have big fires. I like to have big fires. Yeah, copper, look at that. Is that helping it out any, Or you ought to be able to, you should see this down below. Maybe if I take some of this and put it up front. Let's see, where can I put this? Yeah, like I said in the other live stream, you can't take the country out of me. This is how I grew up. In the country, enjoying fires, campfires. Wild and free. That's right, 3D. Like I said, I'm a little pyro, a controlled pyro, not a pyromaniac, not a maniac. A little eccentric maybe, but not a maniac. I don't know. Liberty Bleeds is still in here. I got to get a hold of him one of these days. I know I tried calling him one time. He was having a problem with his phone or something to do long distance calling. It just drops calls. I want to speak to him on a one-on-one, not on YouTube or anything. I'll have to try to give him a call when I'm not quite so busy. trying to plan on doing the 750 celebration as well. I would have liked to have had it this weekend. It would have been this weekend, but unfortunately, I've been very busy at work again, and they've pulled the magic mandatory Saturdays. Yeah, I got a mandatory Saturday last weekend and this weekend. I don't want to, but I have to, or I could suffer a write up or something if I don't. And they won't allow you to use vacation time. They won't allow you to use sick time because if you do, then they'll write you up for it because it's a mandatory. And they know if you do that, that's going to happen. So what happens to the guy that really is sick and can't make it in on a mandatory? I don't know. There's got to be some kind of a law against that or something. But probably I'm not sure if next weekend will be a good weekend for me, or it'll either be next weekend or the weekend after. I want to do the 750 celebration. I'm probably going to plan that. Maybe I'm going to plan it a little earlier in the evening. I might do that maybe like around 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would probably be about 3 o'clock Pacific Time, and that could be subject to change as well. It could be maybe 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. I know a lot of the people out in the Pacific Coast may not be able to make it at that particular time, so I'm trying to favor a little bit later. I don't want to go too late, but I don't want to go too early either. There's some more greens. I gotta get that fire. That the wood just does not want to stay going very well tonight because of the rain being damp. I guess I'll just keep loading firewood up on top of it. It'll burn eventually. And I got all this other small stuff. I got a pile of it behind me that I can cut up. But I have to leave the camera here, walk about 20 feet behind me, and drag it up here and cut it up as I go. Suck it up, Buttercup. You only got 3 years. That's right. Till I retire. 3 years. 3 years. I could do it in less. I'd planned on retiring for like 2 months prior to my birthday. In 3 years' time. But I was talking to some people and they said, why don't you just go? Because every June is when our vacation time renews. And of course, I've already, if I take that, I can actually work up until June 1st, get my 5 weeks vacation again. Husqvarna, you want me to break up my Husqvarna 3D? I know you're probably talking about somebody else. But I got my Husqvarna right inside the garage there a little ways. I don't think my neighbors appreciate me taking that out this time of night. They're a ways away from me, but I got an elderly lady to the south of me, about 1,000 feet to the south of me. She's probably in her early to mid 80s. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Take out the Husqvarna. Yeah, I could. My neighbor to the north of me, I wouldn't care if I upset him. He's my ex-brother-in-law. Yeah, go figure. I tend to get along with him all right, but as long as he stays over there and I stay over here, I'm fine. We'll keep it at that. Oh, dang it. I brought out something to drink. I didn't bring out my e-cigarette. Oh, man. Oh, well. I guess them e-cigarettes ain't any good for you, though, either. Let's put some more of that wire on there. Looks like that copper wire stopped working. Okay, I think I'm going to put on the whole mess of it. Like I said, for anybody that's interested, it's usually the Christmas lighting is what it is. Try to find a good spot to stick it in the bottom so it gets really hot in the coals. Oh man, I can still see it down there. Now let's see if I can push that in there. Get in there. Get some fire in there. Little pieces of wood. I got a nice little bed of coals in there already. Once that gets going, maybe we'll get a lot more greens coming out. I'll be back to the chat in a moment here. Just trying to get down to some smaller pieces of wood that I might have in here. I got these huge pieces. Now we'll just set those right there for you. Put those on afterwards. Whew. Hey, Check Stacker. How you doing? 90 degrees? That fire's making you sweat. Well, it's cooled off quite a bit here, but it's pretty nice. It was 87, 88 degrees here today in New York. I'm guessing right now it's a little on the chilly side. A little bit. It's probably got to be about 60, low 60s probably. And the fire feels really nice. Yeah, it does. Feels real nice. Hey, Daisy May, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, Daisy. Woo, 15 likes. Awesome. Yeah, be sure to smash that like button. And also, if hit that notification as well. I'm going to try to start doing more pours here shortly. I want to do some more pours. I'm going to get more into doing some silver pours. I'm going to break that flask in. That flask that I got Cartier. I want to pour one of those bears that I had gotten. I want to make another copper bear. That rock I got, she knows what I'm talking about. I'm going to do another copper one. And I'm going to make a silver one just like it. But I think I'm going to use the flask on the silver one. I'm going to use that 400 grip Petrobond that I got. That 400 grain, I guess you would call it. Maybe if that's what it's right. Bedtime for you, B. Taylor. Already cool. Thank you so much, B. Taylor, for stopping in. Appreciate you, brother. Woo! Knuckles. I'll zoom back in for you so you can see that. Now you can't really see it. I can see it. You can see a little bit of it. It's just starting again. The green from the copper that I put in there. Is that a phoenix coming out of the fire? I think it does. It looks like a phoenix in there. Look at that 3D. Can you see the phoenix in the fire? Hold on. Let's see if I can't put my finger in there. Woo! Looks like a phoenix. Does to me. You probably can't see it. I got an imagination. Have a good night. Thanks a lot for coming in, B. Taylor. Checker's running a live stream right now. Man, he is an artist. He is, Jeff. I think you subbed. Did you subbed to him last night? I think when he came out here, correct? I was saying how awesome he is. He does some really awesome work. Maybe your furnace is being stupid. Why? What's going on with your furnace? Is that the same one you had problems with? Full blast or no blast? I always crank mine right up to 1200 degrees, J-Dog. Every time. What's funny is that new one that I got, that second one, I think you heard me mention it before. I've got the same problem as you, but it starts to heat up and it gets up to probably like about 1000 degrees Celsius. about 1,000, maybe 1,100. It hits it, and once it does, then all those H's come up, and then it doesn't. It just has H's, and then once it drops, the temperature drops down. If I shut off, turn it back on, the H's will be there, and then all of a sudden, it'll you can see the temperature come back on. It'll say like 960, and it jumps around from like 960 to 900 to 950 to 900. That it's all over the place, and then the H's come back again, and it's not. It stays. It keeps doing that. It's got to be the same exact thing as you had, but you weren't getting any heat. The one thing that was really bizarre and a little odd is that you know how you can change your settings to like 900 Celsius, 950 or whatever. You can do it by ones, tenths, or hundreds. No matter what you do, the maximum I can only get that up there is 1,000. The temperature, the highest temperature that'll set for, is 1,150. My other two auto, the first one I bought, it's the same exact model, same thing, and that will set at 1,200. I don't know what's up with that. Hmm. Yeah, the first two auto, I'm really happy with the first one. The second one, I don't know. I haven't really been able to use it. I have one, but it's not mine. It's and it's not here. How can I say I have one, but it's not mine? And it's not here. Well, it's one that we had at work. Um, I used it a few times, and not for that, but that'd be something nice to have is a laser temperature gauge. I'll have to look on getting one of those. No, I didn't. I hadn't. I got the site. I got the site. J Dog gave me the site, but I haven't got around to it. I've just got too many irons in the fire, so to speak, between work and my own family life, and then doing YouTube and um, just this, that, and everything else. The normal things of life. Uh, it's like I'm constantly go, 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 go. But I need to contact them and figure out the right thing to say to them, so I can get the same. I think it's a temperature probe. Is that what it was, J Dog? The temperature probe, right? Yeah, I don't think they do read that high either. I know I think they'll go to like around 900 and something. Yeah, but it's the temperature probe. Um, Now I don't know where it is, but it wouldn't take me that much to figure it out. I mean, there's not a lot to those things. It's just a little electric temperature probe and some circuitry, I assume, and some wiring. And then you got the coils that's inside of a chromatic cylinder that actually does the heating where your crucible sets in. Max out at 1,150. Yeah, yours is a different type. It's not a two auto Cartier. But that's what mine maxes out to, the new one. But it's the same exact model as the other one that I got. And that goes to 1,200, just like J Dogs does. Uh, like I was saying in my last night stream, I've got almost 3 weeks off in July. So there's a lot of things I want need to accomplish. Me and Mrs. T-Bird will be going on vacation. Out of those 3 weeks, Mrs. T-Bird will be on vacation with me for two of the three. There's a lot of things I want to do here at the house, um, and get things situated. I turn that 10 by 10 shed into a fume hood out there. I want to work on that, get the fume hood going so I can use my acids and take all the silver scrap and all that stuff that I got and dissolve that and purify that into pure 999 silver and make silver shot, and then get my silver cell going and make silver crystal to actually purify the silver even that much more, because I've got a lot of silver scrap that I've collected through scrapping breakers and everything else. Um, if I don't usually like to say how much of it that I have, but I have a lot of it. I've got pounds, literally pounds, more than 20 pounds. I got more than 20 pounds of silver scrap that I've collected and has been gathering throughout the years. Literally, literally over 20 pounds, not ounces, pounds. I don't even, I haven't even begun to weigh it, but I would say a minimum of 20, a maximum of 50 of silver scrap. And that's not even including the plated silver that I got. I've got a lot of different other silverware and other things. Some things Mrs. T Bird won't let me melt down. They're silver plated, but there's a way, there's a process and a way. Dr. T Bird, shaman of the copper. Yeah, brother. Hi, Zed's place. How you doing? Daisy mentioned you. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm just out here by the fire tonight. Uh, Zed, a lot of times. I mean, I collect and do a lot of different things. Coin collecting, rock collecting, antiques. Uh, I do a lot of metal pouring, copper pours. So I do a little silver pouring as well. I'm very diverse on the things that I like to do. Every once in a while, you see me like a video maybe of me riding on a doom buggy or a dirt bike. But, I do a lot of different things. And thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. Tonight, I'm just sitting out here. Mrs. T Bird's inside the house. She works from home. I'm home. I got to work tomorrow, but I decided to come out here by the fire, my fire pit, and just do a live. I'll turn my light on. I don't think I can probably. It's a 12 by 10, 10 foot wide. There's the entrance right in there. 10 foot wide by 12 feet long. I'm out. There's Mrs. T Bird sharing. Oh, wait, I did bring my e cigarette out. There it is. But give you a little roundabout circle. And I got the fifth wheel. I live in the country. I'm a country boy. There's a new fifth wheel over there. No electricity shut off. But just sitting there chilling out by the fire. I threw a little bit of copper into the fire. Get some greens and blues. I don't know if you can see the green emanating from that right over there. I don't know if maybe if I can stir that up a little bit, maybe we can get some more green out of that. I don't know. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! Yeah, there it is. Pull some more of that out. There we go. I think you guys can probably see that. It's not as prominent as it is in real life as in the fire, but I pulled it right out of sight, didn't I? But I'm trying to figure out because I know before I'd gotten some reds, and I may have been mistaken to say that it was from copper. It might have been some other type of metal that I had in the fire. You did campfires? Yeah. Well, I'm 59. I've been doing it since I've been probably 13, 14. I remember the first few fires. I talked about it in other lives. Me and my brothers used to make. My parents' house would we'd go down in the back, and we had this dirt road, and also just before we got the dirt road, we had a huge sand pile. We'd build a big fire in it, about similar size to probably what I've got tonight, and get a nice big bed of coals. And we got our butts switched a few times because we were raiding my mom's bathroom, taking her hairspray and anything that had aerosol. An aerosol can would bring outside and would stuff it in the coals in the fire and would blow it up. I guess kids do that. You melt aluminum and pour it down. Yeah, nice. Fire ant hills, not just cat videos. Yeah, yeah. I've seen Not on YouTube, but I've seen videos before where they pour them into ant hills, and um, it goes down through, and it actually you can see the like the tunnels that the ants make, and it almost looks like a branch, so to speak. That must be pretty unique to dig it back up. Excuse me. Awesome. I totally understand you. Group hello. Don't feel like typing. I hear you. I don't like typing either. I don't like reading, but I do hear. But I don't like typing. Whenever I'm watching Michael Stackens or other people's lives, I usually use speech to text a lot of the times. Hmm. Oh, you're 54? Yeah, I'm 59, trapped in a 45-year-old's body, I guess. I'm a big kid that never grew up, but I learned a lot along the way, and I've retained it. Um, I collect silver, silver rounds, coins, gold rounds, uh, numismatics. I recognize silver constitutional at a very young age, 13, 14 years old. I've been collecting ever since I was 13, 14. I think when I got somewhere in my early 20s, that's when I started buying my first silver rounds. And my mid 20s, that's when I started buying my first gold ounces, which I had bought maybe like 10 buffaloes back then when gold was $750 an ounce. I wish I would have bought a whole lot more. A whole lot more. And the last time I think I bought any gold, I bought two bars of gold. I got those for 1,900 each. Um, Usually I don't buy I don't buy the tenths or the smaller ones. I like to say I like to save and have enough to where I'll buy an ounce at a time. I try to buy it as conveniently as I can. Hold on, J Dog said he was 53 years old, but he's still a little kid. Yeah, he's a little kid in a 53-year-old's body. He says. Oh man, really? Was it 150 pounds? He shattered it. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad I got my mods out there. You guys are awesome. Doing a good job, Raka and Cartier. Awesome job. Appreciate you. I was going to say something earlier, but I didn't want to. We don't need anything like that in here. Um, yeah, yeah, Zed. If I'm not subscribed to you after I get done this stream, I'll double check to see if I'm subscribed to you. If you have content video on that, I'd love to check them out as well. I've seen it done before, like I said in the past, but not from YouTube. I've seen about it and heard about it before. I mean, we do like to get out here and we do like to joke around and kid around, but we don't need anybody out here. So I appreciate you, Raka and Cartier. You guys did the right thing. Can't remember the guy's name. I kind of blew it off. I tried to ignore it. I was hoping that somebody would take care of that, and Raka jumped right all over that. Like to have a good time out here. Don't like any anything that's nasty or not anything that's obscene. I know sometimes we might joke around and get a little carried away. And we joke around and talk about things like that, but I just don't know why that fire will not. It's got to be because it's just damp. But still see that green. Let's stir this up a little bit. Got some coals on there. I can probably throw on a big piece of that drier wood, that smaller stuff. Probably getting a little side shot, little face reveal. I don't know. I got plenty enough wood here. I'm gonna have to bring out a big bundle of that Christmas tree wire. And throw on a big bundle of that. Not just little pieces of it here and there. When you were in Connecticut, were you in an area where you were able to have fires like this, Cartier, or no? I don't think the area you're at down in Florida you can do anything like this. I know they surely probably can't do in other areas like California and Arizona and stuff like that. Thank you, 3D. Thank you for putting Zed's channel up. Talked on the bar, the fourth one, I think called M. Dumbass. Yeah. Yeah, you're in Washington, but I'm pretty sure you're up like where I'm at, but you're more like in a, you're not like in a city area or anything. Yeah, like I said, me and Mrs. T-Bird all the time in the summertime. We're always out here. Zoom you guys back out a little bit. But we're always out here in the summertime, relaxing, whatnot. Especially when we're on vacation. Sometimes we enjoy just like taking off, like we did last year, to a camp, a state camp park in the Adirondack Mountains, and I think we spent 2 or 3 days there. Did a few videos, did a little bit of gold panning up there. Didn't find no gold, but I found a lot of old pennies and nickels and dimes. Didn't find any quarters that were just buried in the ground, just 2 to 3 inches below the surface, where all the campsites were. Had my metal detector out there. Paid for itself. Pretty good that day. That couple of days we were up there. They had a little stream that feeds into the lake. I forget the name of the lake. Forget if it's Tyler Lake, or I forget. And who was it? Was it you, Cartier, or was it? I think it was last night's stream or the live stream before. I think it was you, Cartier. Said you went to Lake Placid before. I forget if it was you, Cartier, or whether it was Jeff. More of a parking lot. Yeah. Yeah, my boy, like I said, he lives in Connecticut, and he has a little fire. He has a little fire pit, and they allow him to. But I think I think he has to pay. I think he has to have a permit for it, and I think he has to have a permit to be able to burn stuff in his yard, like a little fire pit. But he has to have a screen or a mesh over the top of it. I don't have to. I'm not bound by any laws or anything. I don't have to have a permit for anything. I can burn whatever I want on my property. Like I said, in the back part of my property, I have this big wooden brush pile that's about 5, 6 feet high. That's been there for 2 or 3, 4 years, and I kept adding to it because I'm cutting down these small. I don't know. I call them like swamp trees, but they're not. They're just. I can't think of the name of the type of trees they are, but I just kept throwing them on there. They're all dead, but it's about a pile 5 or 6 feet high by about 10 by 12 feet. Uh, Nothing but dead brush. All I got to do is probably put a little bit of lighter fluid on that and light a match to it. And within probably 10 minutes, is going to be a huge bonfire. Huge. Alaskan Assassin Adventures. Woo! How's it going, brother? Yeah, almost. If I had a good enough arm on me, I could probably throw a stone in Canada. No, that'd be about 10 miles. But yeah, I'm within 10 miles of the Canadian border and 10 miles of Vermont. And to get back to me retired in 3 years, Jeff, I could retire anytime if I really wanted to. I know about a year ago, Mrs. T-Bird gave me that option. She said I could if I wanted to, and I should have took her up on it, but I said no because I want to keep working on my 401k. I want to work on my pension, keep getting it up there, before I can legitimately start drawing my Social Security. Once I can, when I hit 62 and I can draw that Social Security, and after June, I'll have 5 weeks of vacation, and I won't stop working. Then I'll be taking a vacation day every single day until the vacation days are gone, and then I'll do the retirement, and then I'll actually recoup a little longer with the company, a little more for the pension. I could already start drawing my pension now if I wanted to. I could have done that 4 years ago, but I think what it was when I was 55, I looked in on it, and I was there roughly about 20 years at that point, and it would have been like 850 some odd dollars, but that's for a certain amount of time, drawing it for a certain amount of time. But I had different options and scenarios to take it out on. If I took it out for as long as I lived, transferable to my spouse for as long as she lived, that 850 went down to $323 a month. So I was like, well, no, no thanks. By taking it early. So I chose not to take it early. No, no, Stats. Good to see you, by the way. I don't have to wait until I'm 67. Now, at 62, I can start drawing Social Security. Um, I won't have the medical benefits, but I get my insurance through Mrs. T-Bird through her job, and that'll sustain me until I hit 65. And at 65, that's when I'll be able to have it. But I don't have any. I'm not medically challenged. I have nothing. Knock on wood. Need some wood. Yeah, knock on wood. Okay, knock on wood. But I don't have any health issues that I know of at all. Uh, I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. Um, I, I don't have anything, and I'm not. I don't. I very seldom ever go to the doctors. I haven't had any need to go to the doctor. The doctors. I don't like going to the doctors anyways to begin with. I said it. Ha! Wait a minute. I got lost there. Ha ha. He said it. Woo. Wood. Oh, wood. Yeah. All right. All right, Karya. Let's give let's give Jeff some wood. All right, let me get the light on it. Let me get the light on it. Give Jeff some wood. Woo! I'm only joking, brother. He was teasing me about that last night. Now again. Yeah, I got a. I don't know. Do I got my axe out here? No, I don't. No, I got it in the garage with the Husqvarna. 3D was trying to tempt me to cut up. Oh, what? You can't sneak up on me. You can't sneak up on me. Mrs. T-Bird tried to sneak up on me. She come out the side house down the sliding glass door, and she was sneaking around, crouched down like a crouching tiger. Are you done work?
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh
Here.
God, I know.
Which side do you want to sit on? The left side or the right side?
I'm on your lap.
On my lap? No. Listen, you can't sit on my lap. I got Jeff out there already talking about wood. Oh, jeez. Here, hold on. Oh, Mrs. T-Bird's done work.
It's not supposed to be an X-rated channel.
No, it's not. We're just joking around. Take a seat.
I would tell Sabrina I could. watch. I'm gonna sneak. He probably thinks I'm still working till like 3
Oh
o'clock
yeah.
in the morning. So I'm gonna sneak up on him and scare the bejesus out of him.
3D Woodworks out there. He said, "LOL, Mrs. T-Bird." Jeff Rubin said, "Hi, Mrs. T-Bird."
Hi
3D
everybody!
Woodwork said hi.
Yay! I finally got done at a decent time.
Woo!
Sorta.
You see the green? I put some of the old Christmas lights in there. Made some green on. You know how we usually do it
Yeah.
with the green. You can still see a little bit down there. I made
Brr,
some.
it's cold out here.
It's a little cold. I think it's like about 60 degrees. There's just a little bit of green there left from that wire still burning in there.
You got two in there with long faces.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
puppy dogs. Cartier Silver says hello. Mrs. Rakama says hello, Mrs.
Hi.
T-Bird. Or she said hey.
Hey.
That's what I say. Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
I'm,
This live
I'm
is
more awake
over.
now than I was like this morning when I was still working at 3:30.
I said, are you gonna repeat that? What? Sorry.
I'm more awake now than I was at 3:30 this morning when I was working.
Oh yeah. 16 degrees? Are you kidding me, 3D? Where you're at? It's 16 degrees right now? 16.
Brr.
Was that a typo? I know you're up there in Washington. You're a little bit up there.
Oh,
Dennis the Menace said, "What's up, Mrs. T?"
what's up?
Look at the stars. I wish I could show these.
Oh yeah.
I wish I was able to.
I don't have my glasses, so
Oh, you don't get your glasses?
no.
There's nothing but stars as far as the eye can see everywhere up above us. I tried last night. I know it was a little cloudy, but I haven't been able to. I can't do it.
Daniel said to say hi.
Oh yeah. And I'm making some s'mores.
Yeah, they're all still working and stuff.
Jeff? Jeff wants to know if we can make some s'mores. We got chocolate.
Yeah.
No graham- we got no
I
graham
don't have any of
crackers.
that. I got miniature marshmallows.
Miniature marshmallows.
Yeah, I don't know. They've been
To get
sitting
the
there since
marshmallows,
Christmas.
it's about 60. 3D said it looked like it said 16 degrees. What was the 16 degrees about though? 3D.
By the way, thank you for that turkey bacon sub. Oh my god, I killed it.
Oh yeah.
I was so hungry.
I killed the 15-inch pizza on the way coming home. from
No,
work.
Jax and Molly, they love their
Oh my.
hot turkey sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Michael Stacken's out there unless he's watching on his TV. Michael, if you're out there watching her TV, she also got what was it for the puppy
It
dogs?
was a hot turkey sandwich.
A hot turkey sandwich. She got the hot turkey sandwich for the dogs. I didn't know that was in there. Me and Mrs. T-Bird split a Philadelphia cheese steak sub. She had a turkey bacon sub, and I had a personal size 15-inch round pepperoni pizza with mushrooms. No anchovies.
Wow, I only had a little
Jeff.
bit of it and stuff. You eat the rest of it. I just wanted to turn around and take a bite.
That wire in the fire.
Oh,
So tired of sweating. Oh yeah. I know it during the daytime it's been horrible, even up here, Raka.
it's supposed to be next week in the hundreds.
Yeah, I know. My phone, my temperature app says 97 and 98. Other people have been saying like 100, 103. I'll have to
Next week
see
is
it to
supposed to
believe
be
it.
no. Next week is supposed to be in the low 100 degrees.
3D wants to be a 3D dog or a T-bird dog. He'd be get fed well.
I know.
He
Me
did-
too. Then I wouldn't have to work. I'd live the life of Riley.
No, he's 3D Woodward. He's from Washington. He wants to be a T-bird dog because he knows how spoiled them dogs are.
That's what I said. Me too and
Oh,
stuff.
you what do you mean?
I want to come back reincarnated as a dog and have parents
like
like
us.
Yes.
Yeah, them dogs are spoiled.
I never
Yeah.
have to work.
Well-
Live the life of Riley.
When I have filet mignon, they have filet mignon. When I have the monocle steak, they have the monocle steak. When I have rib steak, they have rib steak. They're always my best friends, especially when I
we
got
can't leave
food.
'em out. We can't leave them out and stuff. They get
No.
they They're like our kids.
Yeah. When we go to Texas Roadhouse,
They get their own dinner.
when we go to Texas Roadhouse, like we did this a few days ago,
They get
when was it?
little steak
Yeah,
bites. They get mashed potatoes and they get their
they have the
veggies.
little steak bites that Mrs. T-Bird orders them too, and
They each get a dinner.
they each get a little dinner, and they get the broccoli. We get the broccoli from because
Carrots.
broccoli's good for them, and the carrots, and
They get the mashed
they get
potatoes
that.
and
They
the
get
white
the
gravy.
mashed potatoes and the white gravy. But they eat as good as we do. And of course, they get nothing but the best though either for regular dog food. We usually buy the premium Purina dog food that they get.
They even have their own
Um,
little
it's the
chairs. They have
the
everything.
special select stuff or whatever. It's like $95 a bag. I'm saying, what's in that makes it so expensive? But we spoke with our veterinarian about getting them healthy dog food. And they gave us recommendations on what to look for in the bags.
But Molly, we had to get her the
Yeah,
Purina weight one
yeah.
because of the fact that she was putting on a
Oh,
lot of weight.
yeah, she's not fat though. She's solid.
She's
She's
solid, yeah,
muscular.
she's muscular.
She's like last time I brought her to the vet, she was like 89 pounds. 89 pounds.
Yeah, well, she don't feel like it when she sits on you,
Oh no, but she is solid. She is so muscular. It's not funny.
and she's wicked smart. You told her go wake me up, remember? She came
Yeah.
woke me up. She's funny.
Bender. No. Remember you Bart Simpson. Bender. I think Bender and Bart Simpson are the same guy.
Oh, but you went up put a sweatshirt on. Holy crap!
Thank you, Dennis and Menace. Have a good night. Appreciate you stopping in.
Bye, Dennis and Menace.
You know, it's funny. I don't know if anybody else experiences this. Maybe on their if they watch lives on their cell phones, but I've noticed that. I don't know if it's just because of my phone. Um, but if anybody out here watches live streams with their phone, do they find that the live stream lags and periodically about every 3 to 4 or 5 minutes you gotta hit times two to catch up? It happens to me everybody's live stream. After about 5 minutes, it's lagging. It lags out, and it's like I'm always a minute behind the chat every time. I don't know if it's just this particular phone that I got, or if it's because I'm watching it off a phone. It doesn't seem like it does it off my laptop, but only my phone. Yeah, so it's with everything or everyone.
You want to be on the camper tonight? We better go get the heater.
We'll get the heater.
Brr.
I'm sure it's warmer inside the camper. It ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Go do me a favor. Can you go inside real quick and grab me one of our drinks?
What, Life Waters?
Yeah, the life waters. The life waters, not alcohol. If I did, it would be Disirona. I got to work tomorrow.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, you better get yourself to bed.
yeah. Well, I don't got to be until 10 o'clock in the morning, anyways.
Are you kidding me?
10 to 2. We made a deal with the supervisors and first shift guys. They're going to come in for 5 till what were they coming in?
Well, that's
Five
perfect.
5 to 9, and we're going to go in from 10 to 2.
That's perfect. And I
So
can,
we don't got to do an 8 hour
no,
8 hour.
and I can go into work tomorrow while you're working and get that.
Thank you, oh my Rod. Woo! Nice to see you, brother. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Thank you so much. I had a little bit of wire in there earlier, making some green and blue flames. I don't have any more of it out here with me. There's still a little remnants of the green
No,
there.
it's blue and green.
Yeah, a little bit, but you can't see it from the camera.
Oh, you can't.
No, you can't.
I can see it pretty good.
Oh yeah, right there. Hold on, oh my Rod. Let the pyro guy do his magic here. See if I can't stir this up and get a little bit of green. Woo! Maybe.
I don't think they can see it though.
No, they can't.
I
But I
can,
might be
I
able
can
to-
see it. It looks really cool.
I'll be able to zoom in on it, and then they'll see it. I'll zoom in on it a little bit for you, oh my Rod. Most of it's burnt out. There's still some in there. See the blue some blue and green. I think you can see the blue. Let me try to position this and I'll go and stir that
Yeah,
up
no,
a
you
little
can
bit.
actually see it. You can see the
Yeah,
blue.
yeah, but it doesn't come out on the camera.
Yeah, it
That's
does
good.
a little bit.
A little bit.
No, you just
Oh,
messed it up.
yeah, I know. I just messed it up. I just about
There you go.
tripped over my tripod.
There you go. You can see it.
Yeah, I just want to stir it up a little bit. Let me get the green.
Oh yeah.
Most of it's already gone.
There, you can see it.
A little bit, but not like it was earlier. Oh,
Yeah, you can actually see it pretty good.
yeah, but it was bigger earlier. Woo! Yeah, don't mess around with the fire like I do. I'm an experienced pyro.
You can see it.
Yeah, a little bit, but not as good. Sacrifice. Oh, I got somebody.
It sounds like a little moped.
Yeah. Oh, I can't get it. Where are they?
That's them right there.
Going down the road. Somebody on a little tiny moped or something. What the heck are they doing out in the country like this time of night?
Something like we would do and stuff, getting in the go kart.
Oh man, hey, that would be something.
Midnight ride.
I could go for a midnight ride. I could go take my doom buggy out and point it over there and go for a ride. Mrs. T-Bird can do the camera on it. Who would like to see that?
No, I'm not.
Bat Cave Productions. What's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a dog's age. How you doing? Thank you so much. Yeah, that blue flame is pretty decent. Good to see you, Bat Cave. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen you in quite a while. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Last night he comes in the house. I'm still working and stuff, and I go, "What were you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I was outside." He goes, "On YouTube," and I said, "Oh, it's a late night talk, pillow talk." I said, "With T-Bird."
Oh, you're funny. Ha ha ha. OC Stacker would get a kick out of that. Where is OC? Did you hear Mrs. T-Bird picking on me? Raka? I hope you guys heard that. She's teasing me. She's ribbing me. Ellie! Woo! How you doing, Ellie? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Hi, Al.
I probably could go inside and get some more of that wire if you want to sit there and talk to them.
No, I want to go back in. And
Oh,
stuff.
you
I'm
want to go
cold.
back in?
I'm freezing out here.
You're freezing. It's nice and cool. It's like it can't be any cooler than 60 degrees.
Yeah, well, you have to remember the hours I'm putting in too and stuff. I'm pooped.
You're pooped. I was pooped yesterday and the day before. Yeah, let's see here. All right. I need to have a little more fire in here.
Oh, now we're talking more.
There you go. How's that?
Now
Is that
we're
better?
talking. Now we're talking more.
A little burst of heat for you.
Huh.
Yeah, Mrs. T-Bird said she was getting cold, so I had to entice the fire a little bit. A lot of the wood is all damp. Did it rain here earlier today?
I don't remember. I didn't move from my chair all day. I don't think so.
No, must be from last night. So what do you think, Ellie? I think I missed it in Michael's chat if you responded to that on my video. I've done a few AI videos, yes. It's unfortunate I can only do 7 seconds at a time. I've got this AI program, but I would have to pay to get more. The ones I'm doing is actually through YouTube Studios, but there's a different one that I can create my own AI videos.
All right. Oh, man, I'm gonna go watch the news
All
a
right,
little bit.
all right, baby. Look,
Me too.
Mrs. T-Bird's gonna head in. She's gonna
Bye,
go
everybody.
watch her news. But I'll stay out here for another 15 minutes,
Yeah, they
maybe.
ended up having an earthquake
An
somewhere.
earthquake?
Yeah.
They're always having earthquakes.
I know. This is one I've been monitoring all that.
Yeah, she likes watching the things about the earthquakes and the volcanoes. She's going inside. Someone special will become in 5 minutes. Oh, somebody special. It must be OC Stacker. Oh, OC Stalker. I bet you that's who it probably is. Let me put a little more wood on the fire. Let's see. Let me scroll back here real quick to make sure I didn't miss anything. I was chatting with Mrs. T-Bird. I know somebody special came out here tonight that I knew from another channel from way back. Batcave Productions. I was really glad to see him. That he's doing well. That's awesome. Mrs. T-Bird is heading in. I'm going to try to get a little more wood on that fire. Uh, give me just a moment here. I'm going to have somebody else come out here. I want to have a little bit more than this. I would like to get the wood is all wet and damp. That's the problem. Except for that birch. Let's see here. That'll get it going a little bit. Let me get my wood poker. Somebody special. Yeah. For somebody special, yeah, I guess OC Stalker. He is somebody special. I like OC. He's a pretty good guy. I enjoy his company. He likes to pick on me a little bit too. I'll get back to the chat. See if I missed anything indirectly to me. 5 minutes. I'm super busy. All right, that's cool. Cool, Batcave. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I do a lot of copper pouring, a little bit of silver pouring. I want to get into doing more silver pouring. Um, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of cooking, a lot of cooking actually. But I just try to mix it up a little bit. Not going to say who it is. Wow, I would I would probably pass out if it was Yankee stacking. I don't think he'd never he's too busy and he would never even be up this time of night anyway. So I know it ain't Yankee stacking. That would be awesome if it was though. That'd be like, whoa. My favorite dish to cook, oh my god, is me and Mrs. T-Bird's seafood chowder. It's not a cheap meal because we put a lot into it. I was talking about it last night actually. We use lobster, crab, Argentina shrimp, clams. Um, what else? Bay scallops in there. Um, we put a lot in there, and it is awesome. Restaurant quality, better than what you would get at a restaurant. But it usually averagely costs probably anywhere from at least 100 to 120 bucks just to make a meal of it. It's more than just a meal because it does last several days. We have neighbors that live down the road from us here and there that periodically um, that enjoy us bringing them up a bowl of it because we make a huge pot of it and it is awesome. And then one of the guys is our next neighbor. He was actually from Maine and he hadn't had seafood chowder since he had left Maine probably like 15 years ago. And he said it was the best seafood chowder he'd ever had in his entire life. Tri-tip covered bacon. Yes, we have bacon inside of our seafood chowder as well. There's potatoes that's in it. Um, it's more than just seafood chowder, but we put crumbled up bacon in it. We got potatoes in it. Mrs. T-Bird puts some other things in it. I can't remember everything. I think there's little pieces of like chopped up celery that's in it as well. and we season it, but it's got every type of seafood you can imagine that's in there. Everything except for, oysters. I don't put oysters in it, but we have clams, crab, lobster, Argentina shrimp, bay scallops, something else. Oh, haddock. We cook some haddock up and we put it in there as well. Uh, Me and Mrs. T-Bird have always cooked all of our lives, and we've learned from our parents and our grandparents, and we cook. Mrs. T-Bird has some recipes that she's written down, um, but we don't cook by recipe. We cook by taste. We just cook by taste, and it's a little of this, a little of that, and we kind of know about what we need. Hmm. Astronaut. I can't quite see. It's a little blurry. It looks like astronaut, but it looks like the astronaut. Astronaut. Yes, it is delicious. Really, it is. It is. I mean, it's easy for me to say, yeah, it's good. But if you were to have it, it's like, wow. I mean, if you see some of the things that we cooked and we eat and whatever, uh, we do cook and eat rather large, so to speak. Um, we can afford to. Um, we do eat out a lot of times because it's convenient. But I have not come across very many restaurants that can cook as good as me and Mrs. T-Bird can. We've had relatives and we've had friends and neighbors say that we ought to open up our own little restaurant because the stuff that they've gotten from us is out of this world. Literally, I'm not trying to butter anything up, but I don't want that kind of responsibility or to be tied to starting a restaurant or doing something. I think we would be very, very good at it. Okay, Batcave. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming on. Real nice seeing you, brother. Real nice seeing you. And I know it's been a while. It's been a while. Um, Take care. Have a good night. Batcave Productions. Yeah, that surprised me that Batcave came out here. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. He was from another channel I used to frequent. Um, 3, 4, 5, more than that. 9 months ago, a channel I used to frequent a lot, every 2 or 3 times a week. There's a lot of people that were from there that do frequent my channel quite often, and I enjoy seeing them when they come in. A lot of times they'll watch my shorts. I think Bat K Productions is only the second, maybe the third, no, third or fourth that have stopped in by one of my live streams, which is nice. I really enjoy and appreciate seeing them. And I'm almost, well, I won't go there. Never mind. Now you guys probably wondering what? Oh, what? Wait, what was he going to say? I think Mrs. T-Bird was right. There's a breeze here, and it is a little chilly. Yeah, a little bit, but I'm getting some nice radiant heat from that fire. Of course, between me and the fire, I've got the tripod and the phone, kind of peeking around to see the fire. That's when the bats come out. Oh yeah, bats from Gotham City. Oh, he's a pretty good guy though. I've got to get back to his channel. He's a content creator as well. He works on a lot of motorcycles and things like that. He had some nice videos he used to put out. I don't know if he's still putting out content or not. I I feel bad for saying it, but I almost forgot all about Batcave. And I know I'm still subbed to him as well. I got so many subs. It's impossible for me to go to every single one's. I got more than double, maybe triple. I mean, I what do I got now? 767 subs. I've got triple the amount of subs that I'm subscribed to, I believe. I'm well over 2,000 people that I've have subbed to easily. Hi Cheyenne, how you doing? I tried to stop by your live earlier tonight, but it had already ended. I apologize. I tried. It said it was live, and I clicked it, and it said live stream event had ended. But thank you so much, Cheyenne, for stopping by. I'm still waiting for a special person to stop by. I'm not sure who. I can only think of OC Stacker. And I didn't finish what I was asking you, Ellie. I know you during Michael's live you went to that short. I said I was starting to experiment with some AI shorts, which that is through YouTube Studios. I can make these cool little shorts of whatever I want, so to speak. Um, I have a program that I have, which I haven't dabbled with. My I have to register it and pay for it, and I'm debating whether I want to do it or not. Um, to create AI videos. I have another one that I've had for several days, which I hadn't did anything with it, and it was about ready to expire. So when I was at work tonight, when I was all finished my work, I started messing around with it. Just in that Coinstar video, I had that from the night before, and I dabbled around just with it a little bit, and I think it was a little neat, a little cool. I found a dime, another dime to add to the stash. Yeah, I know I do, Ellie. I know. I just like a little. I like to make a little flair. I mean, all my shorts are all exactly the way they are. The only thing I do to a few of them every once in a while, like my mail call videos or when I'm walking around, I'll use my own editor that's on my phone that I record with, just to stabilize it. And when I edit it in YouTube, type out I'll type out things and I'll put little emojis in there and whatnot. And sometimes I overlap. If you've noticed, I overlap emojis with an emoji to make a certain special effect. Okay, he's here. Where's my Butterfinger? I sent you another whole bag and it was for me, brother. Not for Mrs. T-Bird, for me, Mr. T-Bird. I sent you another whole bag of Butterfingers. You got your hat, I assume, yes. You must be the special person that was supposed to show up in 5 minutes. You're a couple of minutes late, by the way, I might add. I guessed it was you. And I said the only other person that I could probably think that would be somebody special would be Yankee Stacking, but I said he'll never stop by my channel. That dog and abominable snowman ate them all again. Oh man, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think you're trying to coerce another bag of Butterfingers out of me. You're the Butterfinger Bandit. Because that bottom of snowman ain't getting any bigger. But somebody told me your belly is. I don't know who. Oh my. Yeah, you miss Miss T-Bird. She went inside. She was cold. She wanted to go watch the news. She's getting into stuff that I used to be into years ago, watching the earthquakes and the volcanoes on YouTube. Um, I told her it's a bunch of propaganda. I said all these people that are doing those earthquakes and all that are sorry, you can't tag anyone. You mean, oh, I see. But it's not propaganda, but they use the GSCS services to show this, and everybody that's not familiarized with it, with the earthquakes, and she's waiting and she's thinking the big one's going to come anytime, anytime. No, California is not going to sink into the Pacific Ocean anytime soon. We'll never see it in our lifetime. Will it happen? Yes, it will. It will probably in about 150 to 250,000 years. Um, 1,000 years is a split second, a tenth of a second in the the in the in time. It's a split second. I can't think of the word I wanted to use, but anyways, um, I keep trying to tell her it's not fake news. It's true news, but they overplay it, and they're getting all these thousands of people to watch it, and they're getting all these watch hours, and they're playing upon that. And they're always saying this and that. And she goes, "Oh, there's another one. Here's another one. I said, "Yeah." I go, "It's a good thing there's another earthquake here and there's another earthquake there, because if it doesn't, an earthquake is you got one plate sliding across one other plate. Some of them are subductions where they go underneath the other plate. And what happens with an earthquake is the earth is always moving constantly. It's constantly moving, but the plates are moving by each other. And a lot of times they stop and they halt and they stick. And the longer they stick, the bigger the earthquake you're going to get. So when it does slide after a long period of time, the more it slides, the bigger earthquake you're going to get. If you're always getting these little small earthquakes, and a small earthquake is a three or a three and a half or a four. Um, he was watching news program, Trump was and bunker busters this dog. Hmm, that's interesting. We'll see. But on the earthquakes, this might not interest you, but it used to intrigue me, and I used to watch all that stuff all the time. Um, but the plates are always moving across to each other. There's always earthquakes. If you keep having them, you're going to keep having them. There's certain areas where they have more than others. Um, but the way I try to explain to Mrs. T-Bird, I go, we're living on a big ball of lava, more or less. Picture the Earth as an egg. The shell on an egg is the land and the oceans that we live upon. And everything inside is turning and is spinning around a solid nickel core. So everything's always spinning. The earth is spinning. The earth is going around the sun. There's always a tug on the earth, and it's always in constant motion, but we don't feel it or see it. But anyways, I'm going to get into something that you guys probably ain't interested in. But that used to really intrigue me. But I said, as long as these are still happening, earthquakes and all that stuff, I go, everything's fine. I go, the minute there isn't any in an actual area where they usually have them, the longer time goes on that there isn't one, I go, and when it does happen, then there's going to be a big one. And that's what you don't want to have. Uh, I don't know. The bunker buster. Hmm. Yeah, there's a real threat of war. There's a real threat of war that's going to end up happening. I hope we don't see it. I'm glad to see you in here, OC. I don't think you guys could hear it. I could hear some raccoons behind me. They were fighting the other night. Yeah, he probably wasn't going to do anything for about 2 weeks, but he'll change his mind. He would have came out a little earlier. Oh, see, I had some dirty copper wire I put in the fire. I had some greens and some blue flames coming up. He missed that. Yeah, trash bandits. Yeah, we got a few around here, but they've got a lot of it's out in the country. We don't put any trash outside anyways, but I'm sure if we did, they'd probably get into it. But there's a family of them that live around here in the back part of my property. Uh, Occasionally during the daytimes, I go out and they usually are up in the trees sometimes. Every once in a while, you get a male fighting with another male to try to show his dominance for the local female. But I guess that's how all animals are. And when they start fighting, wow. It's quite the little chatter. I don't know if you ever heard it before, but that's what they're doing the night before last. You know, there's is opossums up in my area. There never used to be 15 years or more ago because the weather was too cold from up here. But they've migrated up further north. They used to be only be as far as Saratoga and Albany area, maybe up in the foothills of the Adirondacks where they begin coming north. And over a lapse of 15 years, they've slowly migrated up here because we've been having milder and milder and milder winters. But up here where I live, I mean, down where I work, about 25, 30 miles south of me, I see quite a bit of them, like roadkills on the road and here and there. I don't really see a whole lot up here. I know 2 or 3 years ago, Mrs. T Bird was coming home from work from the office where she works. She works from home now. This might have been more. It might have been 4 years ago, because 4 years ago is when she first started working here at the house. But she came across. It was in the wintertime, and she came across a she thought was a bobcat. There's not very many bobcats here. Now she described to me what it looked like, and I went online and I started doing a little research, showing her pictures, and it was actually a Canadian lynx. It was a Canadian lynx. Yeah, we got a lot of buzzards here, Ellie. Uh, the cell tower that's directly across me, we have turkey vultures. Sometimes I can count as many as 20 or 25 on it. You might be able to see the glow of the cell tower here. Yep, you'll see the blinking red lights here in a moment. Right directly across the road, there's a cell tower, and at the very top of that cell tower, now one year we had, I'm trying to think, they had a nest up there. I'm trying to think of the name. I'm having a brain fart here. Jackknife, where you been? T Buzzard, he called me. Man, really? I thought we were brothers. I'm not no buzzard. I'm a I'm a bird of prey, not a buzzard. But yeah, we've got turkey vultures around here. We get a few eagles here and there, not too often. The American eagles, the bald eagles, I see a few every once in a blue moon, not too often. I'm trying to think now if Rock Solid Hound Huntress was still here. I think it was her that had a video of that. I can't remember, or maybe it was Jeanette. It might have been Jeanette. I can't think of the name of it, but they're another huge eagle. But they had a nest up there, and the it's not Verizon. It's not a Verizon tower. I don't think it may be, but they came by and they sent men up there and they took the nest down. And I think that was against the law because they're not supposed to take the nest down. They make them out of sticks and branches, and they took it down. If they do that, they're supposed to relocate another nest for them in that area. And they took it down. They knocked it down. But a lot of times you'll see them on top of telephone poles. Um, oh man, why can't I think of it? I can't even think of it. No, not a Rekachu. No, they're huge. Osprey nest. There was an osprey up there. Maybe I'll do a short on it. Maybe tomorrow. There is down the road from me on my way going to work. Um, Before I hit the interstate, when I take the back country roads, going to work and coming home, if I turn the opposite way to come onto my road to bring me home, if I go the other way, there's a telephone pole that's there, and there's an osprey nest up there with live osprey in there now at the moment. Time for bed, falling asleep soon. I will miss the T Bird second stream in 3 hours. No, it won't be a second one less than 3 hours. Not like last night. That was only a short one. I didn't want to see who the heck was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. No, I got to work at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, Eastern Standard, till 2 o'clock, and then I'll be home. And I might go live, maybe do some copper pours, possibly. Maybe if I get my flask going, if I get the Petrobond out, maybe I'll attempt my first pour, do the a T-Bird T-Bear silver pour, possibly in a flask. It'll be my first pour in my flask. Um, I haven't done one yet in it, but I'll definitely be doing an open sand cast pour in the kinetic play sand. Good night, Jackknife. I appreciate you, brother. And I'm definitely going to do a T-Bear T-Bird pour, number 2, in copper. I'm going to do a few other ones, maybe something else new. And if I do get the flask thing going with a silver, maybe I'll melt some silver up and I'll do a silver T-Bear T-Bird pour. Something a little on the small side. That's not too big. Yeah, for the chance that maybe to auction it off or something, or to do a bin on it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm glad to see Jackknife come in. I wonder how long he was stocking in here. I had no silver to coax him out. Usually I got on my studio, I got the silver and I can jingle it and coax him out. But I may have missed it, OC, or you did not respond. I'm not for sure, and I apologize if I didn't see it. Um, but I did ask, you did receive your second package. I'm pretty sure you did. How do you like your hat? I wanted to ask you that because I had to send that separately. I'm sure it fit. It was different sizes. And how about that shirt that Mrs. T-Bird got for you? Was that the right size? Did it fit you good? I'm waiting. Did my chat freeze up? No, my chat didn't freeze. Hmm. Still waiting, OC. 1 out of 20. Uh-oh. He's going to hit 0 out of 20. He's probably multi-streaming. He's probably got 2 or 3 different chats going at the same time. He's got a laptop, and there you go. 1 out of 20. Talk about not paying attention. There he is. Off his man cave. I'm having a bad hair day. Somebody said you didn't have to worry about the crown, though. Somebody told me you didn't have any hair in the very, very top. I don't know who it was. Little bird told me. I'm only kidding, brother. Uh huh. Yeah, it does take you twice as long when you're on the phone because you got those fingers and it's hard to press those little tiny keys and to see those little tiny words, especially through a cracked screen. That's my bad. How's it going, Tom? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. A full head of hair. Hmm. Thank you so much, Vegas. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Not a little fire. You missed the blue and the green flames. I took some what Cartier silver would call dirty copper, and I think there may be still a little bit in there. I don't know. OC didn't get to see it. I put some dirty copper in there and made some blue and green flames. There's a little bit of remnants in there. I don't know if I can get it or not. I was trying to get Mrs. T-Bird to tend to the chat, but she was cold, wanted to go in. Yeah, you can still see a little bit of it. Oh yeah, we can get it. There we go. A little bit. Oh man. I tried putting. No, you guys can't even see that as good as I can. Let me zoom in a little bit closer. No, you can't quite see it. Oh, dang it! I should. I knew I should have brought out more copper wire. Looks like a skull. You guys see the skull in there? Too bad 3D wasn't out here. Look just above my fingertip. See the eyes and the nose? Right. Let me try to hold still. Right above my finger. See it? Thank you, my Rod. Have a good night. It almost looks like a cat. See the eyes? Interesting. I've always see things out of stuff. That's why I'm so good at my being a shaman of the copper. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know you're smashing that like button. Appreciate you. You know what you see? I don't know. What do you see? What do you see, Vegas? See fire. I see fire too. Why the sad face, Ellie Ellie? 5 minutes more and I have to go to bed. Oh, that's good. I should be going very soon as well, Ellie. I think at 2 hours, it's 1 hour and 51 minutes streaming. This is going to be another 2 hour live. I think when I hit 2 hours, I'll call it a night. So within the next 5 minutes, not starting countdown now, oh, see, but in another 5, 6, 7 minutes, I'll start saying goodbye to everybody. You have to get up early. Yeah, I do as well, but I'm a late night bird. I was up pretty late last night as well. So wasn't Raka. I went scouting around on the internet, or not the internet, sorry, the YouTube, looking for a live to watch and try to find OC. I couldn't find anything very good to watch, nor could I find OC, but it was all good. See you later, Jeff. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Appreciate you. Yes, Vegas. Thank you so much. I will enjoy the weekend. Um, Saturday, tomorrow, I won't be able to be on. I'm trying to think. You got Saturday morning showdown tomorrow, don't you, Vegas? Um, I'll be going into work from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm very sorry. I may not be able to attend your Saturday showdown like I usually try to. No countdown. No countdown. Not yet. Um, but if I do get a chance on a break at work, because I got a mandatory work week tomorrow, I will try to stop by there, Vegas Stacker, and try to give you a little support, like as always. You're counting slow, but you're not counting slow enough. Back it up, back it up. You're still on five. Five and about then a minute later do like 4.5, and then a minute later then do like 4. Oh, watch that Muscle Shells live. Are you a guest on there? No, no. Are you a guest on there? You got a live you're going to be doing, Muscle Shell? Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's Muscle Shell's webpage. You'll go subscribe to Muscle Shell if you haven't subscribed to him. And then you got the 3.5. Trying to push me out. Yeah, if you got a live stream going on later on, I'll try to stop by there real quick. Won't be able to stay on very late because I do have to get to bed and get some sleep myself for tomorrow to get up early and go to work, unfortunately. Take care, Tom. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Look at that. I'm almost at 30 likes. Ooh, 2 more and I'll have 30. Unboxing. Nice. Who's it from? Can you tell who the unboxing is from? Is it from a subscriber or is it from a bullion dealer? 4 o'clock as usual. I hope not. We'll see. Oh, from OC. Oh, now didn't you send me something out? I think you said had sent me something. I haven't received anything yet. Not unless it's sitting in my post office box. Oh, it's not from you. Most of their cells opening something, but it's not from you. Teasing. 4 more minutes and they'll cut it off at 2 hours. I'm at 1 hour and 55 minutes and 38 seconds. And I'll have to go check out to see if Muscle Shell is live streaming. I don't think I've ever been to Muscle Shell's live. Well, I wish I would have brought the laptop out here. If I would have brought the laptop out here, I could have clicked on it, on the link. I'm pretty sure I'm subbed to Muscle Shell, though. I hope so. Yeah, like I said, Ellie, I know, I appreciate you commenting earlier that I did respond to it about my lives or my videos, my shorts are good enough. I don't need to pay for anything to do the extra graphics and whatever, but I kind of want to. I don't mind, but I'm not going to pay for something that I'm only use a couple times. But the one, there you go, 3. You're doing good. Now go. Next one is 3.75 and then 3.5. Nice slow countdown. But I like the one I did tonight with and that's what I've been trying to look for, is like the little flame explosions and a few other things, and the intros and the extras, and this one program I think I'm going to purchase uh, today or tomorrow. I think was my last day, and I'd had it and I hadn't even used it, and I let it. It's just about I let it go and expired. I did that with an AI program thing that I had that I was thinking about purchasing and using. Unless you see several hundred new viewers, then it's worth it. Yeah, yes and no. Um, I ain't like I said, I ain't that far. I hit a 3,000 point to do with YouTube um, on views, but it's different with the public views. You have to have 3,000 public views to get the baby monumentation. Monu monumentate. I can't pronounce it. I have a bad time with words, as if you haven't noticed. Um, but to achieve the first part, I'm only like about 700 watch hours away, which wouldn't take that long to get. Um, and then my next goal would be 4,000 view hours to get the full. Uh, but that's within 365 days. And like I was saying, I think I started my channel around the end of June of last year. So what view hours I get now is down to 2.75. What happened to 3.75? What happened to 3.5? But when I first started, I didn't have that many. I had a lot of shorts and they weren't that long. So small stuff is falling off and bigger stuff is happening. So should still continue to grow the view hours. And I'm kind of curious on, just to get a plaque from YouTube to saying I made it or whatever, and maybe start a little subsidiary income coming in. How big will I ever get? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just always just do what I'm doing here. 2.5. Yeah, it's a little better. But I'm really glad you received your stuff, OC Stacker. I'm glad you got it, and I hope that shirt did fit you as well as it should, because I believe we gave you a 2XL, which was what you were asking for, what you said you were. Da, da, da. Yeah, thank you very much, Ellie Ellie. He's down to 1.5 now. Yeah, I know he is. You're down to, if you need to go, 2 hours. Oh, it's 2 hours. I guess his countdown is pretty accurate. I apologize, OC. Yeah, good night, Ellie Ellie. Good night, OC Stacker. Don't head out. You got to be last, brother. You're last out. You're my doorman. 2.25. How do you go from 2.5? Oh, and Ellie had put the 1.5 now. Thank you, Muscle Shell. I'm going to stop by. If you're doing a live, I'm going to try to catch it. I'm going to go into the house and get on my laptop, and I'll stay with you for a short. But I do have to get to bed so I can get up early in the morning to go to work. It won't be 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll see. Um, if you could, um, OC, grab his link and send it to me in a text, please. Just in case. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Muscle Shell. I'm not 100% sure, but that way there I can have a direct link to get to his page, to sub to him, and to check out his live. Please and thank you. I would appreciate that. Yeah, text to me though, because I can't press it on right here on my phone right now. Because I would have to end my stream, and if I pressed onto that, I don't know what would happen with my phone. But if you could, if there's a way, if not, I'm sure I can find it. I'm sure people will Google it. But if you got it there and you're on your phone, just copy, take that that you copied and pasted here and send it to me in a text, please. But thanks everyone, each and every one of you for stopping in. I know there's still at least 6 of you out there. Thank you, Muscle Shell. Thank you, OC Stacker. Thank you, Ellie Ellie. I know Rockamas is still out there. She's awesome. She's always there every time for me. Oh, she's always there. I from beginning to end every time. I can't believe it. She's so awesome. See, she's there. Peace. Woo! I wish I had something to fan that fire. Alrighty, guys. Whenever you want, just poof, pop off. I'm gonna close it out here in a second. Fling. The bird's wings. Alrighty, T-Bird out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night, all. Take care. T-Bird out. Woo! See you out there, Muscle Shell. In a short. Happy Saturday.